In today's video, we are jumping into a mod that brings the Five Nights at Freddy's universe and Minecraft together. And don't worry, because this mod doesn't just add animatronics. With its new custom biomes and structures, and even the choice to build and work at your very own FazBear attraction. So let's just jump straight into it. So after looking around and coming across loads of different Five Nights at Freddy's mods, I come across this one right here. And I gotta say, this is probably the most in-depth or like the most detailed Five Nights at Freddy's mod that you could ever get. So starting off this showcase, I do want to show the most important part of this mod, which of course is the animatronics themselves. And let me just say, there is literally animatronics from like every single game, and I think even some fan games as well. But overall, there is absolutely tons of these guys. The Balloon Boy, we have the FNAF 2 stuff right here, we have the Nightmare versions of them, and we even have some of these guys, which honestly, I have no idea who these guys are. But let me show you what I'm actually talking about here. We've got the absolute classics. Look at, they even move as well. That is so cool. We got Bonnie as well. We got Chica. And we've also got Foxy right here. And these guys right here are actually all from FNAF 1, so they're basically as original as you can get. But since this is Five Nights at Freddy's, they're not going to be friendly for too long. So if I actually set it to midnight, these guys just go completely wild. And they're, yeah, oh my god, his eyes are glowing as well. And now they're basically on the hunt for anything. And more in particular, looking for you. And just as a little test right here, I will actually go in survival. Oh, there's a sound effect. Oh my god, I hate this. If there's anything that freaks me out about Five Nights at Freddy's, it's just the way that they run. I mean, look at that. So yeah, they will just chase you down until basically... Oh, look, we got an achievement as well. And you'll be able to see as soon as we actually turn it into noon, they'll all start walking back until they're in the order that I actually originally placed them. As you can see, Freddy's right there. There you go. Chica's locked in right there. Foxy's coming up. I don't know what Freddy's doing. I mean, Freddy's... There we go. Okay. They've already got a mind of their own, even in creative mode. So you may be thinking, well, that's pretty much just every other FNAF mod that's available. But trust me, it gets so much better. For example, having the option to have toy variants, along with basically any of these nightmares that you see behind me right here. I have no idea what that thing is on the floor. But as you can see right here, each of the animations is just so creepy and eerie. Like, look at Mango over here. Look at this. You do not want this thing chasing you at all. Look at that. And I think this is Nightmare Freddy right here as well. Look at this absolute nightmare fuel right here. And on top of that, you even just get the basic endoskeleton if you wanted to as well. So either way, if you wanted a rabbit, a bear, or whatever the hell that thing is in the woods chasing you, you could be fine with just an endoskeleton. But moral of the story is, there are so many of these guys to pick from that you could basically recreate any FNAF that you ever wanted in Minecraft, which I think is just so perfect. And as you saw before, as soon as the sun is up, they'll return to their positions just like this, and they are completely passive, although I really don't want to turn my back on these guys, especially this. And of course, this mod wouldn't be complete without being able to actually become an animatronic yourself. Now, one thing that I do want to test out real quick is if I actually wear one of these suits, will I get attacked? And don't worry, because we are going to talk about the structures in just a minute. But for now, let me place a toy Chica right there. Let me put on the Springtrap suit, actually. Let me try this out. If this actually works, this will be insane. Oh, the sound effects as well. A lovely view right here. Okay. A little bit shorter than the regular animatronics, but let's put it to the test. I'm going to stand in line right here. We're in survival. All right, let's go midnight. No, it does. Oh, no way. Oh, I was so excited for that. Or maybe it has to be one of these masks right here. Let me try this instead. Okay, so we might actually have better luck with this one right here, because if I hold R, we actually just throw the mask straight on like that. Let me try this instead. Okay, we've got the mask on. We've got the mask on. Oh my god, it does actually work. Wait, if I take it off? Oh, so if I take the mask off, she'll actually chase me, but as soon as I put it on... Oh, that is insane. Okay, I take it back. This definitely works. So we get all these different masks right here. We have a flashlight, which actually works. Even with shaders, it looks pretty damn good as well. And then we have all the other blocks that we can use to build our very own FazBear attraction, which actually brings us on to the structures that will generate throughout your world. And this is just one of them right here. And as you can see, the detail in this mod is just absolutely ridiculous. And all these blocks are actually available to decorate with as well. So even if you didn't want to build a Five Nights at Freddy's establishment, like look at that light switch right there. And it actually works. It's an abandoned building, but you get the point. And these buildings themselves right here, you can actually find quite a bit of loot in these. Like for example, all these lockers, a party blower, for example. We also get some Faz coins, which we'll go into in a minute. And trust me when I say there is a lot of blocks and stuff to collect in this mod. Like, these guys have some serious talent. Like, you can't tell me any different. These guys have some serious talent. And this is just one of the actual structures that you can find here. So right here, here's another one right here. This one's probably my favorite just for this like hallway look alone, like right here. Just looks so like abandoned and decrepit. I love it. And as you can see, they have some slight differences. This one obviously has like a large locker room, which again, has stuff for you to loot. There's not too much available, but it's the risk you take if you want some new blocks and items. And not all the structures are actually run down sort of attractions, as this one right here is based on like a factory where they actually make the animatronics. So there's buildings that have like a much more industrial type vibe right here. Look, even got a vending machine. Yeah, right here, of course, there is a Freddy. Now, it's not always Freddy. I think I just got bad luck for the video, but as far as I know, each of these structures can actually spawn any animatronic from that list that I showed earlier. So if anything, you're probably hoping that it's just regular old Freddy. But one of the most important structures that you want to look out for is this one right behind me right here, the one with the FazBear entertainment sign. And this is what I mean when I say that this mod sets apart from any others that we've seen right here. So if we go ahead and head in, we can see that we actually have a villager right here. And this guy, he trades the Faz coins and all that stuff. Obviously, you can level him up like a normal villager. But this block right here, which is actually a terminal, if I plonk it down right there, if we actually click on it, this is where it sets it apart. Okay, so right here, this is where you can actually order in all the different sort of like mascots or animatronics that you want for your restaurant when you do eventually build one. And they're all categorized right here. So obviously we've got like the vintage right here, which are like the classics. We've got the smiles, so we've got the toy ones. And some of these are actually empty because they're still working on it. But each one, as you can see right there, has a little price point. And that's when you can actually buy them and put them in your restaurant. So if you don't fancy scouting around all those creepy buildings that we saw earlier, this is probably your best bet. But like I was saying, we've obviously got the blocks, and these are really cheap. Like if you were to farm up some of these coins, you'd be sorted. We've got the decor items, so we've got all the posters and stuff. We've got all the supplies, even a bunch of different arcade machines to fill your restaurant with. And you may be thinking, well, I don't really fancy like, you know, crawling through the buildings just to try and find some money. And this is where it gets really good. See, if we actually go in the tablet again right here, there you go right there. The night has not started yet. Please wait until 11 p.m. to clock in. And what that means basically is that you can actually become the security guard, or basically anybody that works at one of these FazBear attractions, which brings us onto the deeds right here. Now, I'm not actually sure how to get these in survival. It might even just be through the trader that we saw earlier, once you actually level them up. And these deeds basically act as structure spawners. So say you want to bring a new attraction to this lovely village right here. And then when you have one of these deeds, you could just go, you know what? This is a good spot. Wouldn't you agree? Then what you do is you just plonk it down like that. Hit that right there, and there you go. You've got your own restaurant pretty much ready to go. And these are actually going to need a little bit of a cleanup, because as you can see, the guests weren't too nice when they left it in this condition. As you can see, out of order right there. You've got the wires hanging around everywhere. But this is like a really easy way to get your FazBear operation up and running. As you can see right here, we've got all the different rooms. Some are definitely more creepy than others. And once you've cleaned it up, you just pop a sign on top. Throw the open sign right there, and you're completely open for business. And as you can see right here, we're already getting like a different bunch of guests right here as well. Even got one with like Bonnie's ears right there. Look at these. We've even got some kids, so you know, reenact the bite of 87 if you really wanted to, which is probably going to happen. But until then, you can have fun running your restaurant. The other deeds that you can get is obviously the different like sort of maps that you get in the game. So I'm pretty sure this is FNAF 1 right here. It definitely requires a little bit of a cleanup, as you can see right there. And one thing that I found really, really curious about this is that these dark patches in the walls, if you actually go ahead and break these, there's like hidden rooms back here. So if you wanted to run your restaurant in the true FNAF like fashion, then you probably could with all these secret rooms. Just be careful that whatever you do will probably come back and haunt you. So be careful. And you know, once you've cleaned the place up and you're getting regular guests, stuff like that, you can actually set up cameras right here. And now these pretty much work the same way as the one that I did in my previous FNAF video, where once you've placed it, you go up to it and right click it with your tablet. The camera is connected right there. So if we actually hold that down, it even has the FNAF sound effects. Listen to this. That is amazing. So if you do actually plan on becoming the security guard and playing FNAF pretty much the exact same it is in the original game in Minecraft, this is definitely the way to do it. And this little add-on mod right here with the surveillance package basically comes along with like different monitors, along with a bunch of other stuff just to make sure that things are running smoothly throughout the night. But that right there is pretty much the bare bones of this mod. I do want to keep some stuff secret because there is so much cool content when it comes to this mod. But as always, I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's so cool to mess around with this. I just love every aspect of it. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and a comment, and I can actually do like a survival type series on this because I think that'd be really, really fun. So with that said, good luck with your Freddy FazBear attraction, and remember, just be careful.